I'm delighted to welcome you here today to the launch of Oxfam's new research report, The Impact of Russia's 2010 Grain Export Ban. Oxfam is delighted that this issue is clearly of the utmost importance to the Russian government, and we feel that this meeting with the Ministry of Agriculture shows that Oxfam has put this issue firmly on the agenda, with all interested parties, and together working to address the issue of food security in Russia and supporting Russia's important role as a global grain producer, so that fewer people go to bed hungry every night around the world.
Our today's meeting is held in a period when other significant events related to food security have also been taking place. The summit of G20 agriculture ministers was on the 22nd and 23rd of June, and our roundtable is during the 37th session of the Food and Agriculture Organization in Rome, and only 2 days before the scheduled lifting of the Russian grain export embargo on the 1st of July. Food security is one of the key global issues of the moment and is going to remain so. One of the agreements of the G20 governments is to increase grain production to meet increasing demand for food arising from population growth. From this perspective, Russia has a major opportunity not only to consolidate its position as one of the largest grain exporters, but also to become a much more significant player in the global grain market. If the lessons of the August 2010 Russian grain export ban are learned, Oxfam thinks that Russia is well placed to transform its position in the international food market.
The food system we see is broken, and we find the need to develop a kind of global governance on food. Oxfam has been working in more than 70 countries with smallholders organizations, and we think that the moment has come to play a very relevant role at the national and the international level. And the third topic that is very relevant for us, that you will find there, is what we call the global deal, and how to deal properly at the national and the global level with climate change. And in this agenda that we are talking today, with the adaptation of agriculture to face climate change. Russia is one of the few countries in the world where you can find grain reserves happening. The question is, who is leading, who is managing the use of grain reserves? Yeah? So possibly what happened would be August 2010 here, was the general discovery that was happening everywhere in the world. The point is how to react on that. And we find the Russian response was to produce the export ban. Yeah? All the other countries, all the other structures were very, very unhappy. And we would say that was not the best solution, because immediately it exacerbated one problem. Not only that the food prices rose everywhere, which is in a way a problem, but could be a transitional problem. We will say that food prices, if they rise, at the end is not a problem if the situation is managed properly. The problem is the food price volatility. And then that's why food price volatility became on top of the agenda of the G20. Not only because of Russia, but because of many other countries doing the same or developing the same protectionist policies. That expectations that possibly the population here had didn't happen. Food prices didn't decrease, yeah? Food was not that more available for the people. Is to find an alternative to the export bans. That has to happen, yes? And has to be presented very clearly. Second is to understand that food security and nutrition at the global level is a matter of interdependence. And that means for Russia to understand all the relation it has with the different countries and regions. For us, what is happening in the CFS, which is the third recommendation, is very relevant. And we would like to see Russia playing a leading role in the CFS. It's the first, I would say, UN space where civil society has a space from itself. So we are participating, Oxfam is participating together with another 45 international organizations, and we have, let's say, our participation in the plenary sessions with the country representatives. It's not possible to keep prices artificially low. It's not possible. So in other words, the export ban is not possible. We have to find other ways of developing policies to support the poorest people. We think that it's important women to be on top priority of the policies and the activities that we develop here in this country.